This one is for anyone who's into knives and needs them sharpened, or axes, or whatever else it is. And it's an idea that I've been working on for quite some time. What it is a sharpening system, a mobile system that you can put in your bag. You can take it with you when you go out and you do bushcraft, or you can use it at home, in your workshop, in the house, whatever. Now it consists of two main parts, and those two parts have got multiple functions. And what I'll do is I'll give you a little bit of history first. So I've been asked numerous times for sharpening videos, how I sharpen my knives, and it's something I've been meaning to do and I've never got around to. This will sort of supersede any of those sharpening videos, although I may do another one of the plate that I use when I'm actually working in the house. However, obviously doing bushcraft and using knives in the field, I've seen numerous ways or numerous solutions that other people have come up with for keeping your knives sharp, keeping your axes in good condition. And while some of those have been interesting, I always felt that there was maybe just something else that could be added to that. And hopefully I've hit the nail on the head with what I've done here, and it will appeal to you guys and make your life easier when it comes to keeping your sharps sharp. So the first part is this. It is a diamond sharpening plate. You can see here this one is 600 grit. It is attached to a block. The block is nylon. It's impervious to moisture, and into the nylon I machined in a magnet, or a magnetic plate, that allows you to turn the plate over to expose the 1000 grit face, so you can have either or. Now the idea of this being joined like this, or this size, is that it's 20 millimeters thick here, and that allows you to grip it and use it as you would a puck on an axe. You could also use it like that on a knife if you had, for instance, had the unfortunate experience of chopping away or cutting away at things and found a stone or a nail or a piece of wire embedded in the timber, and you've damaged the edge, and you need to take that out in the field. This will give you the ability to do that, to dress out and take that round or that chip out using the plate. Now that's using it freehand. One of the solutions that I'd seen other people coming up with in videos and on, for instance, bushcraft courses and stuff, is a lot of people carry a small stone, and what they've been doing is they've been taking panel pins and tapping those into a stump or a fallen tree and trapping the stone using those pins to allow them to sharpen it. And while that worked for the actual sharpening process, I was always curious as to how you got the nails out. How did that work? You know, did you just tap them in and leave them? What happened to the nails? And so, I know it just seemed a fiddle. And the other thing is that a lot of these plates are thin, and that doesn't give you much clearance between whatever you're resting your plate on and the actual sharpening surface, meaning that your handle would potentially impact. It looked like it had problems within the system, as most things do. I'm hoping that I've solved some of those with this, because what this does is it separates, and inside there you can see I've got some rather wicked looking spikes, and they are actually rather sharp. They will draw blood if you catch yourself on them, so be aware of that. This plate then now turns and mounts onto the top side of that, giving you that effect there. This is now about 30 millimeters, 25-30 millimeters from the tip of the spike up to the top of the plate. And I'm going to turn the camera and show you this going in here, show you how this works. So if I just tip that there and take this, there you go, and that's it. Rock solid. Now you saw me tip it up there, but again, press it on, job done, not going anywhere. And so that gives you two grits, sharpening grits. It gives you 600 and 1000, and it gives you a bit of elevation there to work while you're taking the worst of the damage out of your blade. Now the second part of the system, I'm going to move this out of the way just now and talk to you about the second part of the system. So if I just shift that, as I said, put that there. The second part of the system is something that I've used for quite some time, and that is a strop here. But I've made this to work in conjunction with this plate. So the way I've made this strop is, the actual leather on it is buffalo leather, which is extremely tough for its thickness. I've bonded that to military grade webbing, which has been bonded and riveted on this end, and the loops on the end are made of Dyneema, so it's unbelievably strong, this stuff. This whole thing is about 900 kilos, and you've got a loop, sealed loop at each side. You've got your webbing strap, which will take a lot of pressure, bonded to your leather. Now pretty much most of you will have seen a strop. However, what makes this one different, other than the construction of it there, is that on the back you've got an abrasive. Now this is 400 grit abrasive. It's what I use for shaping up and putting edges on the knives in the workshop as it is, but it's now bonded to the back here, or on the back of here. What makes this unique is it comes off. Now with this being Velcro effect or hook and loop, this part here peels off, taking off your diamond stone, and this sits on there, which allows you to use that as a sharpening surface, not only on your strop but on the plate. So now you've got 400, 600 and 1000, and with the strop you get multiple grits of paper. So you'll get 2 4s, you'll get 2 800s. These are all marked because I've been using them as I've been testing this out, and then you'll get 2 1000. Now I appreciate you got 1000 on there, but this is now flexible and on the strop. So that's really the system in a nutshell. The spikes fit within, which allows it to be safe, stored in your pouch or your pack. You can remove the sharpening plate and you can put that in your wallet if you want to carry that, just to have something with you at all times if you carry a small pen knife or whatever. Or you can leave it attached to there. That doesn't slip, that's just on solid, but it slides off, it shears off easily enough. And that's it. There's the plate, there's the strop, and that's basically it. I'm kind of excited about this. I think it could be very useful for a lot of people. You can sew axes, knives, recurve blades, anything should really fit within the strop and the plate, allowing you to sharpen anything at all. So I'd be very interested in your feedback on this. If you've got any questions on the system, feel free to leave them in the comments below, and I'll get back to you with a response to those. I'm keen to see what you guys think of this. There will be other videos being posted up of the system in use where I sharpen axes, knives. There's a couple of these have been sold, and I'm hoping to get footage back of them using them and their feedback from that as well. So I'll keep you in the loop as far as that goes. So yeah, that's it. Pretty much stoked. Interested to see what you think. So comment away. Thanks so much, guys. Appreciate that. Thanks for your time.